Good morning from Ukraine, day 317. Almost packed up early in the morning here, and we're ready to head out and head south to Mykolaiv region. As you can see, here it comes, just as we told you. Cold, snowy, icy, wet, and extremely windy. This should be a good travel day. Hoping to share some incredible things with you guys today on day 317. Thank you as always for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for hitting the like button, the share button, being a part of this community. Back at you in a bit. We're in Vinica on the way to Mykolaiv region. And very interesting what we're seeing right here. Well, not for us, we told you, but we told you. So we were here stopping just to get a quick something to drink here in Vinica, and all of a sudden Tanya's with us because we're heading to the kids program, and she came to me and says, "Greg, the air alarms are going off all over the country." And of course, if you're looking at your news, you're seeing where it says that Putin is doing the ceasefire, being graceful and so kind on this Orthodox Christmas for the dear Ukrainian Orthodox believers. And well, that didn't make it. It was supposed to last until midnight, and but we knew this would happen. We knew this would happen. Kyiv knew this would happen. Zelensky knew this would happen, and here we are. We'll see what happens, but the alarms are going off now, and keep you posted. Welcome to Ukraine. Working our way south and east still. Air alarm has been lifted, but I can tell you that Kherson has been hit hard as the Orthodox Church celebrates Christmas. We've lost some civilians' lives today in Kherson. So whatever you read or hear about ceasefires, we told you, not real. So we continue. We're just passing Uman, and we're on the road to Kryvyi, and then we'll work our way back down toward the Mykolaiv Kherson area. Keep you posted. As we've been driving all these miles, though, we have came up with a plan. We have a plan, and Sasha's driving me right now. So Sasha, our plan is don't worry,
be happy.
Still working our way across east and south en route to Kryvyi. I don't know what he's doing back there giving me the hellos, but this is just coming out of Kyiv within the last few minutes, and that is, it appears that for some reason there's a lot of equipment loading into southwest Belarus around the Brest region. A lot of technical equipment. So coming out of Kyiv, coming out of the office of Edostovich and others there, they're even saying, okay, something's up. Not only that, well, first, let me show you the video. Here's some of early morning video of the gear, equipment transferring over toward Brest. So what makes that further interesting is NATO, in response today, even right now, has put the E-8Cs in the air, which is basically the ability for ground surveillance from the air. Some of our United States, it's a Boeing, the Air Force reconnaissance planes, checking, watching, because it is pretty massive supply coming into that corner. Of course, that would be on the Polish border, the northwestern Ukrainian border, and the southwestern Belarusian border. So that's happening today on this Orthodox Christmas season as the non-ceasefire is taking place. Still working our way south and east, getting closer to Kryvyi Rih. You can see out the windows if you've been watching the update, it's getting darker. But on this ceasefire day, thought we'd update you as well. It's not only Kherson that's been hit, but Kramatorsk as well. In fact, just got a picture in from this lady back there. Yeah, Zhenya's pointing. This lady's daughter-in-law who lost her family home in Ceasefire yesterday. You got that light on her?
Yeah.
There we go. This lady here. Hello. She lost her daughter-in-law, whom I've known, especially her son. I've known him for 20-some years. His wife lost her family home in Ceasefire, which is in that Bakhmut. Slavyansk, Kramatorsk, Konstantinivka, and then Ceasefire. Sorry, I had to pull out my geography, and then Bakhmut. So lost her home. On this ceasefire day, devastation continues.
You want some?
Don't worry.
Це мем цієї поїздки. Be happy.
Be happy. We've made a quick pit stop here. We're still rolling. We've not
We're
reached
still
Kryvyi
hungry.
Rih yet.
We're still hungry.
Found a little gas station here. You ready?
Yeah.
Best basketball player in the history of the world. Самый лучший basketball, NBA.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Нет.
Kobe Bryant.
Нет.
Michael Jordan.
Правильно. We're rolling, getting a coffee, and we keep moving. Everything going to plan?
Yeah.
Good.
Correct. Nice.
Well, we've arrived here. This is traditional compote made out of raspberries. And
Як буде вареники по-англійськи?
vareniki, it's yeah.
Хінкалі?
No, like a pierogi. But
Піроги?
Having a little dinner here in Kazanka, Ukraine. As always, spasiba. This is our host, always takes care of us. And we safely arrived. It's going to be about 15 degrees tonight.
І ви б вже їх би відпустили?
Always working.
А двох?
Always working. I want to bounce back over for a minute before we close out tonight. Just received the video in. What's her name?
Masha.
From Masha, telling her story about losing her house. We talked about that a little bit earlier in the update and had a picture for you there. But now received a video, first-hand testimony from someone who has lost their home over toward Bakhmut. She does a really good job telling her story. And here it is.
Вітаю, мене звати Марія, і все своє життя я жила у невеличкому містечку на сході України біля Бахмуту. У 2014 році Росія почала воєнні дії на нашій території, і я вимушена була покинути свою квартиру. Вчора я дізналася про те, що наш будинок, в якому була моя квартира, в якому пройшло все моє дитинство, було знищено російськими військовими. Наш будинок ніколи не був воєнною ціллю. В цьому будинку було бомбосховище, в якому могли ховатись люди. Але, на жаль, тепер його немає. Тому що Росія – це країна-терорист.
Okay, it's just one person of many thousands story. One story of many thousands people. And it's just one picture of destroyed house from many thousands or hundreds of thousands destroyed families, houses, apartments, the places, the plants, the businesses, and so on. So That's it.
We're in the Mykolaiv Oblast, and in the morning, of course, early, we'll be heading south, and I'm going to be doing Christmas programs for kids. You're standing tonight. We're in a village.
Yeah, we're in the village,
We're in a
and you
village.
can see this is the time of traditional Christian, the Orthodox Christian celebrating the Christmas time. And this is the Christmas Eve.
Yes.
And you see, this is the way, like Christmas tree, everybody's happy, and like, yeah, and you heard this probably because of the Christmas Eve
Yeah, the Christmas truce.
and the Christmas truth.
Yeah, what happened on the truce today in Kherson, Nikopol, and Kramatorsk?
Yeah, it was like, as always, Putin requested and promised the ceasefire because it's to respect the Christmas, or like kind of gift, and this is why they made the kids sitting in the cold bomb shelters today because of the air alarm, and they were striking the fire station in Kherson, because before they were attacking Kherson with the special missiles and shells, which creating a fire. And our fire defenders, they were, fighting for people's life, their homes. So today they struck the fire station in Kherson because they care about civilians. And it's just as always. You can read it. You can read them. Then it's like so official. Please, I'm mentioning it. This is official statements. It was official request. It was just very nice speeches, and this is the level you can trust official Russian politics, leaders, militaries word. This is the level of trust you can have it.
But it was a one-sided. Ukraine had nothing to do with this truce. It was all Putin. And of course, Ukraine goes on fighting, striking Tokmak, striking other defensive positions, Russia. And of course, Russia loses their mind because now, look, we're offering a truce and Kyiv is attacking. So it's the same story over and over. So Zelensky made a nice little statement this evening, didn't he?
Yeah, it was like, I really did like it.
I did too.
To be honest. It's like, it's quite simple. Yeah, you think, we know the price of your promises, all your like ceasefire announcements and so on. So we are serious. Yes, I'm happy that we, in a Christmas Eve or any minute, our guys fighting against of Russian aggression, Russian terrorists, Russian invasion, and so on. Yeah, so I'm happy for one more square meters of liberated Ukrainian land.
The funny thing is, we're going to play the video for you now, but he just basically said, there's no truce. So just take your toilet bowls that you're stealing.
And you will need them.
And go home.
Yes.
And when we have our 91 borders, then we can talk about that.
Yes, because we are not about expansion. This is what Russia about.
Mm-hmm.
They will gladly if anybody would give them, will expand their territories on United States lands, or Japanese, or Polish, or Moldova, or Georgia. It's for them. This is their nature. Our Ukrainian nature, having own land protected, and we trying to get it back.
Yes, and a couple of things. United States tonight released a new aid package, looking really good. We'll be analyzing that in the days to come. But Putin goes straight to Erdogan. You may have not even seen this yet. And Putin tells Erdogan, the president of Turkey, that the only time we will be able to discuss ending this war is when Ukraine gives up the 4 territories. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to happen. So Let's take a look at Zelensky's video right now.
Yeah, it's really good.
И война закончится, Тогда, когда ваши солдаты или уйдут, или мы их выгоним. Так что пусть забирают унитазы, они им в пути понадобятся, и возвращаются к себе. За нашу границу от 1991 года.
Just a little while ago, Yermak came out. He's the big dude that's always with Zelensky. He's out of the president's office, an official advisor, always with Zelensky, and made some statements about the concentration of Russian troops that we must pay attention to. What was Yermak talking about?
That Russia didn't stop, and we absolutely ignore all of their promises and requests, because we, for Ukrainians, it's more than just proved, hundreds of times. How we can trust, we may, or anyone may trust their promises. So yes, when in the beginning they were telling, no, this is just military trainings, we're not about to invade anyone. And they invaded. We lost thousands of people's life and so on. It's in billions of. The cost of it will be hundreds of billions to restore at least the part of Ukraine we already lost. It's destroyed. So they're preparing there at our borders, concentrating and moving their system. S-300 or other system, and we just fix it as a fact, and we're preparing.
The bottom line is they are moving.
They are moving, it's proved, it's confirmed, and we, to be honest, do not trust a lot of analytics who are telling that, calm down, don't worry. No, we will not be worried, but we will be preparing the best way we can. And yes, from any side.
So finally, for tonight, we've got to get up very, very early in the morning. We'll be heading south. And just in another 30, 60 seconds, what are we doing tomorrow?
Maybe the people could ask, hey, you are not on the front line, like 10 kilometers or 5 kilometers from the Russian, temporary occupied territories by Russia. Yes, we're not there, but this is the area we go. It was under regular attack because the front line were here, the place we're going. And a lot of people were forced to be relocated to that areas. So many kids are staying, and waiting for their homes, their territory will be get back under Ukrainian control. And they are staying there in those villages. And kids will be taken from different places to 1 or 2 or 3, and we will making. We bringing the gifts for them as a sign of that God loves you, people loving you, and we here. We're not there talking about it. We here. We will be happy, sing with you, hugging you, playing. Giving a happy time with them, and we're bringing the gifts from the name of all the people who participate in this Christmas programs.
And of course, tomorrow night we'll have video on that to give you the real look at it. The other thing is we've got a team of 10 people with us, so we would never take them as close as you and I go. Never.
Yeah, but these places, it was
were destroyed.
month destroyed.
Yeah,
that's it.
So you still will see the destruction. But you're going to see a lot of joy given out tomorrow, and that's made possible by all of us working together. Especially big thank you to Lamplighters International Ministries for a lot of funding that came in, Larry and Debbie, for the big programs coming tomorrow. So the only last issue is it's going to be cold.
We'll see.
Glad you got your thermals we brought you.
Oh,
and your battery vest.
Yeah, tomorrow I will wear the thermals, I'm sure.
All right, my friend. Well, thank you, everybody, for being here. This is from Mykolaiv region, and more tomorrow. So, a good night to all.
To all, a good night from Ukraine.